Welcome, students. Let's start our chapter number 2 with the topic floating and sinking. Students, if we place a piece of cork and an iron piece on the surface of water, we will notice that the cork floats. Okay, while what happens? The nail sinks. Why this is? This is because students, the density of cork is less than what? The density of water. While students, the density of iron is more than the density of water. Thus, students, a body floats on a liquid if its density is what? Less than the density of liquid. While a body sinks in a liquid when its density is more than the density of liquid. Students, let's see some examples. A solid iron ball with the density of what? How much? 7.86 gram per cubic centimeter will sink in water which is having the density of 1.0 gram per cubic centimeter. The same iron ball will float in mercury which is having the density 13.6 gram per cubic centimeter. Students, a small cork will float on water. Second example, a small cork will float on water because the density of cork is less than what? Density of water. Whereas the iron nail, what will happen? Will sink in water. Why? Because the density of iron is more than the density of water. Now, students, let's see the principle of flotation. Students, when a body is immersed in a liquid, the two forces act on it. What is the first? The weight of the body W acting vertically downwards. Okay. This force is having some tendency to sink the body. Second is the buoyant force of a liquid. Okay. FV acting vertically upwards. Okay, the buoyant force is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced by the immersed part of the body. Student, this force has a tendency to move the body up. That is why it is also known as upthrust. Now, students, there can be three possibilities. What are those? First possibility, the weight of the body, that means W, is greater than the buoyant force FB. In this case, what happened? The resultant force on the body is W minus FB, which is acting downwards. The body will sink in the liquid to the bottom under the influence of the resultant force, what? W minus FB. This you can see in this diagram also. This happens, students, when the density of solid is what? Greater than the density of liquid. Now, what is the second case? The weight of the body W, okay, is equal to the buoyant force, what? FB. Student, in this case, what happens? The resultant force is 0. Okay, that is what? The apparent weight of the body is what? 0. The body will float just inside the surface of the liquid. Okay, this happens when the density of solid is what? Equal to the density of liquid. Now, what about the third case? The weight of the body W, okay, is less than the buoyant force. Now, students, in this case, the resultant force acts on the body upwards. Okay, the body will float partially above the surface of the liquid. Only that much part of the body will immerse inside the liquid, by which the weight of the liquid displaced FB balances the total weight. Okay, this happens when the density of the solid is less than the density of liquid. That means now while floating, FB is equal to W. The apparent weight is 0. Thus, the students, a body of density greater than the density of liquid sinks inside the liquid, while the body of density equal or less than the density of liquid, it floats on the liquid. Okay, students. Okay, now see the law of flotation. What is the law of flotation? Students, when a body floats, okay, in a liquid, the weight of the liquid displaced by its immersed what part, okay, immersed part is equal to the total weight of the body. This is the law of flotation. Why? That is while what? While floating. Weight of the floating body is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced by its immersed part. That is beyond force. What we can say it in other words? That according to the law of flotation, the apparent weight of a floating body is 0. A body floats with its major portion outside the surface of a liquid of higher density than that of a liquid of lower density. Okay. So students, what are the some applications of flotation? Let's see some applications. What is the first? Flotation of iron ship. Students, a nail made of iron sinks in water, but a ship made of iron does not. Why? Because that a nail is solid and the density of iron is greater than of water. The weight of a nail is more than the buoyant force of water on it. That is why the nail sinks in water. On the other hand, the ship is hollow and its empty space contains what? Air. Because of this, the average density of ship less than that of water. That is why a ship floats on water. Okay, students. Now, what is the flotation of man? Student, it is easier for a man to swim in sea water than in which water? River water. The reason is that the river sea water contains salts and its density is more than the density of river water. The weight of man gets balanced by the what? Less immersed part of his body in what? Sea water as compared to what? In river water. That is why it is easy for him to swim in sea water than in river water. Now see the flotation of ice on water. Students, a piece of ice floats on water with its 9/10th part inside the water. Only 1/10th part of it is outside the water. What the reason is that the density of ice is what?